Hello everyone, and today's video will be slightly off the topic but very useful for everyone, and everyone should know about this. And from thumbnail you know that what is the topic, that is check your carbon footprint. Okay, so what is this carbon footprint? So this is a one method. Okay, so we are now facing a globally one problem, that is global warming. Okay, I am writing GW, global warming. So to reduce this warming, the amount of the greenhouse gases that are continuously increasing day by day, so to reduce that amount, okay, so we globally some measures have been taken. So like carbon sequestration, okay, carbon sequestration and carbon offsetting, carbon trading, some international protocols are there. Okay, so carbon trading, carbon offsetting, carbon sequestration, and the basic thing, the very easiest formula that we know, that is to grow a plant or plants. Okay, more number of plants so that they will reduce greenhouse gases emission, but the major greenhouse gas is CO2. Okay, so the tree will majorly absorb the CO2 and it will reduce the tendency. Okay, so the only growing tree is not an sufficient, not the sufficient or fully necessary, or that is not our one stop solution, because there are other gases also who are doing the work, those who are contributing in greenhouse gases. Okay, but they cannot absorb by the plant, so there are different methods. But in today's world, everybody is concerned about global warming, and everyone try to reduce at their own level. Those who are individual, they are trying to do their individual levels. So these are some techniques: carbon sequestration, carbon offsetting, carbon trading. So those who don't know what is global warming and carbon trading and carbon offsetting, so I'm not going to cover in this video, because my general audience, generally my audience is of engineering, UPSC engineering service exam or gate exam. So these people have already learnt in environment engineering what is this global warming issue and carbon sequestration, carbon offsetting, and carbon trading. And those who are new and those who are not from this background, okay, so I have uploaded environment book on environment science. Okay, the name is environment science. Okay, that book in my Telegram group also. So just check in the description and find that link. Okay, so carbon footprint is that it shows our, that our indicator, it shows us that how much we are contributing in global warming at our level. Okay, so carbon first, for example, let me tell you, for there is one problem. First of all, you need to identify that is a what is the problem. Then we have to find what are the causes of that problem and how to find the solution. That is the next thing. Okay, so this is the same thing. Global warming is a problem, we know the causes of problem, and this is the first step towards this method of reducing greenhouse gases. Okay, this is the first step. In by this step you cannot just like after knowing your carbon footprint, that oh my god, I'm doing this much, and I'm after calculating this, I have reduced my global warming potential. Okay, no, this is not the thing. By this, just you come to know about actual data, that how much you are contributing and how much you have to work again on this. Okay, so what is this is the basically first step of the carbon footprint is what. First of all, let me tell you just briefly, that is we are always doing shopping. Okay, so in shopping what we are doing, about whatever the thing that we like, we take it, and at the bill counter we are placing that thing, and bill is generated for items, and their value. Okay, so finally whatever amount that we have to pay, that is our thing, that is our amount, rupees or whatever. So that much amount you have to pay. So in carbon footprint, it is an indication that how much by your activities greenhouse gases are produced. Okay, so this is a one kind of indicator, like a number. So after knowing that, you can contribute in at your individual levels and at a higher level also. So this video may be going in series. Okay, so this is the first part of that series, that in carbon footprint calculation we will do at individual level at our home. Okay, because carbon footprint calculation for industries, that is some different thing, so it covering in one lecture is not sufficient. Okay, I will make another video. Third one is, after knowing that I'm spoiling my environment this much, so what are the measures that we can take, we will see in other lectures. Okay, so these are three part video, and this is the first part at individual level, how can we check carbon footprint. So first of all, carbon footprint is always calculated in terms of CO2 equivalent. That means CO2 is a major global warming gas. So whatever our activities, so ultimately how much amount of carbon dioxide, for example, if we are uh, releasing by our activity around 100 kg of carbon dioxide in environment, so our carbon footprint will be 100 kg, or generally it is measured in tons of CO2. A standard unit is tons of CO2. So this is the thing, the basic about carbon footprint. Okay, so how to calculate the carbon footprint? So this is the equation, this is GHG emission. Okay, so it is a equation, energy consumption. So energy consumption may be, at our case we are using electricity, we are driving vehicles. Okay, and we are using cooking oil and cooking LPG. So every all this thing that are ultimately using power from electrical, in form of electrical energy or heat energy. Okay, and all these are fossil fuels, and after burning, because if you are using LPG or any other heating element, so after burning they will release some CO2, and to make the electricity, we are generally, we are measure we are dependent upon coal based power plant. So to produce that electricity, we are doing some GHG emission. So what that is the, in terms of ultimately we are, whatever we are consuming, ultimately we are converting into equivalent electricity. Like for example, if you are using your light and fans and your charging port and fridge and air conditioner, so total amount of electricity consumption, so that is called energy consumption. Okay, then emission factor is what, for example, if by burning of some fuel methane gas is produced. Okay, methane is also global warming gas, but we are calculating in terms of carbon dioxide. So for make an equivalence, we are multiplying with some factor that is known as emission factor, because methane has some more global warming potential, okay, than carbon dioxide. So we are multiplying with emission factor and global warming potential. Okay, and these are some carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, chlorofluorocarbons and hydrochlorofluorocarbons are there, different gases. And here it is written that the amount of the greenhouse gas emissions are always measured in CO2 equivalent. Okay, and is here what is emission factor and global warming potential. Okay, this is the definition, those who cannot understand. Okay, so this is what amount, like a 1 kg of methane is the emission factor is what, 1 kg of methane is doing that much amount of greenhouse gas trapping, the same amount 10 kg of carbon dioxide is doing same. So this multiplying factor is 10. This is just example. Now in this slide I have shown some data like what is the greenhouse gases and their global warming potential, and always we are taking carbon dioxide as a reference and its global warming potential as a one, and this other gas methane, nitrous oxide, parafluoromethane, and all their global warming potentials are given. So generally, why this happening? This is due to industries, like this is the smokes, are these all these things, this contain CO2 and methane and all other hazardous gases like carbon monoxide and all other, the fires, okay, that are burning. Our thermal power plant is the major source, our vehicles, etc., the pollution coming from vehicle, and other thing that is our air conditioning equipments, refrigeration equipments. Okay, so how to calculate this at your individual level? So let me tell you one thing. This is not an promotional video or paid promotional video. Okay, because here I found one tool, because if you use that calculate that formula for everything, so it will be very tirelessly job. Okay, so we do not have that much time. So this is a one carbon footprint calculator from Tata Power. Okay, again I'm telling you, this is not a promotional video. I'm just found this useful, that using that formula. If you do not want to use that formula repetitively every time, so here how to calculate this is, here you have to enter your month, and generally it is for 2020 up to this it is available to you. Okay, from December up to December 2020, and whatever calculation this year going, this is for 1 month. Okay, so adding your data month wise, or you can just simply take an average on 12-month basis, so you can find your how much carbon dioxide you are adding into atmosphere by every month and every year. So here first is you have to add the month and year. Then next thing, that is how much family members, how many family members are there, then how much your petrol consumption in 1 month in liters. Okay, so here I've added my data. Diesel fuel, not using. Auto LPG, here auto LPG, what if your automobile vehicle is running on LPG, then you can use, otherwise put a zero. How much taxi, how much kilometer you have ride in taxi, so that is also here I've written. Local bus, no. Auto rickshaw, how much kilometer in, it is, if you remember the thing, then it is okay, but if you don't remember, just try to analyze just by taking example or just by approximation value when from January 2021 data will come. Okay, January 2021 will come, or you can just put December also. Okay, so if you do not observe all these things, just start observing and you will find this very helpful. In local train, how much kilometer you have traveled. In this local train is means not only local, but if you have traveled anywhere by train, so that is also considered how much kilometer. So this is equivalent. This when you add like data, like let me show you here. If I add 10 liter diesel fuel and enter, so here it will show you how much kg of CO2. So this is the direct formula. Okay, so this will be helpful for easy and fast calculation. And then number of LPG used in 1 month, and how much electricity, that is number of unit, and total emission. Okay, that is per month, it will give you 468.51, okay, kg. And if I, they will tell you average annual carbon footprint in tons of CO2, that is the standard unit, that is 5.62. This shows what, every year I am adding 5.62 kg of CO2, equivalent CO2 in an environment. Okay, so this is the how you can check your annual also. Okay, how much carbon footprint is you are doing. Okay, so hope you are clear about this, and I will give this link for your checking your score in description also. So let me tell your how much amount of CO2 you are adding in comment box. Okay, hope you like this video, and this is a part one at individual level, like whatever you are doing in at a family level, and for industry I will make another video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you very much.